Good morning, students. Welcome to the human physiology lectures. So these are gastrointestinal physiology lectures. After completing my lectures on functional anatomy of stomach, let's continue with the gastric glands. So stomach contain three types of main gastric glands. The first one is cardiac gland, second one is oxyntic gland, and the third one is pyloric gland. Now come to the first one, that is cardiac gland. It is located below the lower esophageal sphincter, that is in the fundus part. It contains mainly mucus secreting cells. So main function of the cardiac gland is mucus secretion. It secretes mucus and bicarbonate ions, and the combination of this mucus and bicarbonate protects the inner layer of the stomach from highly acidic medium. The next is the oxyntic gland. It is located in the fundus and the body part of the stomach. So this cardiac one located in the basically in the fundus part. But oxyntic gland, it is located in fundus as well as the body part of the stomach. Types of cells present in oxyntic glands are, so basically its main gland, and it has different types of cells. First one is the mucus cells, second one is the parietal or oxyntic cells, and third one is the chief or peptic cells. So the first one is mucus cells. It is present in the neck region of the gland. It secretes mucus and bicarbonate ions which protect the stomach epithelium from acidic gastric secretion. So the secretion that increase in HCl, this mucus cells secrete bicarbonate and HCl finally protect the inner layer of the stomach. Oxyntic or parietal cells, it is mainly located in the body part of the gland. Secrete hydrochloric acid and intrinsic factor. So basically this is the gastric juice, and this gastric juice is secreted by parietal or oxyntic cell. So this is MCQ question. This is MCQ based question. First of all of you must know that the another name of the oxyntic glands, oxyntic cells, are parietal cells, and questions comes either from the side of oxyntic cells or the parietal cells, but the answer is the same, that is able to secrete gastric juice and intrinsic factor. So don't confuse in these two names. The third important cell is the chief cell. The another name of this chief cell is peptic cells. So present towards the base of the glands and mainly secrete pepsinogen. So this is the pepsinogen. It's a proteolytic enzyme. Either the question of MCQs comes from the chief cell, either by the peptic cell, then the answer is secretion of pepsinogen. The next is the pyloric gland, present in the pyloric antral region of stomach. It consists mainly of mucus with that secrete mucus. So basically in pyloric gland mostly contained mucus cells and that secrete mucus. Another type of cells, that is G cells, that is able to secrete gastrin. So look at this. This is the structure of the cells. This is the surface epithelium. This is the neck mucus cells. This is the opening of gastric pits. In my previous lecture, if you read about the fovea or the gastric pits, so this one is the gastric pits. These somehow large in structure, these cells are known as parietal cells. And at the base of these glands, there are chief cells. This layer is known as lamina propria. This layer is known as muscularis mucosa. This basically larger layer is known as submucosa, and in submucosa there are blood vessels present, lymphatic tissue presents. So these all are the parts of gastric oxyntic gland. Now another important type of glands somehow also secrete some other factors. They are known as endocrine cells, also known as enterochromaffin cells. The major endocrine cells in oxyntic cell glands are these ECL cells, another name is enterochromaffin like cells, or the mast cells. Either the name by come from ECL cells, enterochromaffin like cells, mast cells. All these are MCQ based question, and the answer is able to secrete histamine. Another type of cells, these are D cells and G cells. So G cells present in the enteral region, and all of you know that if you heard about my previous lecture that G cells are responsible for secretion of gastrin. And these are the D cells that is present in the enteral region of the stomach and secrete somatostatin. Basically main D cells present in the layer of pancreas and able to secrete somatostatin. Structure of axanthic cells or parietal cells. So this is the structure of parietal cells. This is the microvilli. These are the microvilli. These are intracellular cleft with microvilli. This is the cleft-like structure, and these two are the microvilli folds, and the center of these folds is known as intracellular cleft with microvilli. This is the nucleus present in the center of the cell. These are the granular endoplasmic reticulum. Granular means contain ribosomes, and ribosomes are basically used for synthesis of proteins. These are the mitochondria to provide energy, and this is the structure of parietal cells during the resting stage. These have extensive tubulovesicular system and open canalicular system. Apex faces towards the lumen. This is the apex. This face towards the lumen, and the base part is towards the interstitial cells. So apex faces towards the lumen of the gastric glands, canalically extended from apical surface into the cell. These are the intracellular cleft with microvilli, and finally when not in a resting state, it is in an active stage, they form a canaliculi that project into the lumen of the stomach. Tubules and vesicles opens into these canaliculi and finally release HCl secretion into the lumen. This type of structure present when their folds are also increased during resting state, but during activated stage the difference is like that. The canaliculi or tubulovesicular systems getting fused and finally open into lumen. So what are the different consequences of resting stage? Tubules and vesicles are present abundantly and seen clearly. Microvilli are rudimentary. Membranes of these tubulovesicular structure contains hydrogen potassium ATPase pump, and this hydrogen potassium ATPase pump release H plus ion into the lumen of stomach and secrete 1 potassium ion into the cell. So this act on the lumen towards the lumen membrane. During activated stage, tubulovesicular membrane fuse with the cell membrane of the microvilli. Have you seen this? Now finally there are no microvilli over there, and finally they get fused with each other. Then they project into canaliculi. So this is the canaliculi and cause increased hydrogen potassium ATPase activity of the membrane to release more H plus ion into the stomach for formation of HCl or the gastric juice. I hope you would like the lecture. Thank you. Wish you all the best. If you like the lecture, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.